Coming up this Saturday, we're going to see the return to the ring of Edgar Berlanga. This young fighter has been away from the ring for a short stint. Last time we saw Berlanga was June of 2023 against Jason Quigley. Seeing that he has now moved over to Dazn, Berlanga is looking to establish himself as a possible future candidate against the likes of Canelo Alvarez. But this is the funny thing. There are not a lot of fighters that he'll be able to face over there, because we just saw John Ryder retire from the sport. And the way that Matchroom is locking fighters up, they're about to get into a bit of a tournament type deal with fighters from Queensberry taking place in Riyadh. So it's going to be very interesting where Berlanga fits into all of this moving forward. But this Saturday, February 24th, he'll be taking on Padraig Mccrory from Ireland. Now, we know that Berlanga has had some difficulties in his personal career. Starting out with Top Rank, we saw him go on a winning streak of about 14 fights in a row. And then, as soon as he began to step up the challenge, he was having difficulties. It was in December of 2020 when he took on Ulysses Sierra was his last knockout. After that, Damon Nicholson in April of 2021 took him to his first unanimous decision. And he's been in decisions ever since. But this is the thing about Berlanga. Some people feel that he was being rushed too quickly. And at the age of 26, he is now at a point where you can't continue to talk about him being young, because at 26, we're seeing world champions, we're seeing undisputed guys, we're seeing a lot take place. So it's time for Berlanga to step it up. His current record of 21-0 with 16 KOs speaks of he's strong, but the unanimous decisions against skeptical opposition is telling us something else. Now, Mccrory, who is going to enter this fight with his record of 18-0 and 9 KOs, he's a fighter that hasn't been as active as you might like to see him be. But he's a fighter that's going to possibly test Berlanga's psyche. Why do you say that, Stormy? Because he's from Belfast, Ireland. And the fighters that come out of Belfast aren't coming to lay down. They're coming to fight. So Berlanga is going to have to show exactly what he has learned up to this point. I think that this is a good test for him, but the fact that it's being fought in Orlando, the Carib Royale Casino in Orlando, that's something that makes me a little leery of this fight. But Mccrory, as I said, should come to fight. Do I expect him to upset Berlanga? Absolutely not. If that happens, it just means that Berlanga doesn't have it, But it's good to have him in against someone who is not just going to lay down, who isn't just going to cave in to what his demands are in the ring. Now, both fighters are 6 feet tall, and their reaches aren't very much off, but there is a discrepancy as Mccrory is 9 years older than Berlanga. Will Berlanga display boxing ability? That's what I want to see. Just knocking people out and showing that you're strong in there physically is one thing, but being able to be capable in fights of attrition, fights where you have to be slick, you have to be intelligent, use that ring generalship. Is Berlanga up to that? We have to find that out in this fight. Now, going forward, if he's successful in this, I don't think that he'll be a candidate for Canelo, but there are contending fighters that he can get matched up against. But it's all really up to Edgar, who has shown in the past a propensity to kind of get off track and be unsettled. We've seen him bite in the ring. We've seen him do some tactics that are not so savory. And that could be he's just a nasty guy. Or it could be signs of something more concerning. For me, I like guys who are rough and tough in the ring, but I also like the guys who have ring smarts. Use your ability, use your gifts, whatever that have been bestowed upon you in there. In fights, you can also obtain cuts and certain other types of injuries. So be careful in there. But most of all, look good to position yourself to get consideration for future bouts. That's where it's all at as far as my thoughts on Edgar Berlanga. The fight is this Saturday, February 24th, and it'll be broadcast live on Dazn. What do you think? And who do you have? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. What do you think about Berlanga? And is he up to task? Has he grown up a little bit? We'll find out. Let's discuss. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.